This is my 1 year, and I've got my friend Ralph here.
Hey everyone.
And we're gonna do the Dreadlock tag video. If you've seen that on YouTube, it's a bunch of questions about your dreads, and yeah, so let's get started. Question number one, was there a specific moment you decided you were gonna dread your hair? Where were you, and how did you feel?
There wasn't really a specific moment for me, you know. I just always wanted them. I thought they looked really cool, and you know, one summer my brother was there, and you know, he just helped me do it. So
yeah, I think I was the same way. There wasn't a defining moment. I wanted them forever. Begged my mom for weeks, and finally she was like, all right, let's do it. Let's see, number two, what method did you use, if any, to start your dreadlocks?
I believe we used the same, right?
Yeah,
just the back comb
and palm roll and kind of let them do their thing.
Yeah.
How old are your dreadlocks?
Mine are 3 years. I started them actually August 3 years ago.
Yeah. I started them last August, so like I said, 1 year update. Yeah, I had this one for about 6 months before that. So about a year and a half now, but the rest of them about a year.
Yeah.
What is the length of your longest dread and shortest?
I believe my shortest is like 9 inches, somewhere in the front. But my longest is about 15 inches.
Yeah, the longest one's pretty long.
I have pretty long hair, so.
This one would be my longest, the one I started. I think it was just short of a foot, like 10, 11 inches. This one was probably about 6 inches. I'd say that one's probably my smallest. These ones in the front are pretty small.
Yeah.
Do you have any dreads that are especially unique, strange, or awesome?
I do. I'll look for it. So
I'm trying to think. This one had a really fun zigzag when I first started it, and it had like a W almost, but it's pretty rounded out. I wouldn't say any of them are too different from the rest of them. I mean, some of them are small. I've got a really thick one in the back.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, this one's my weird one. It's the only one that's like blunted. I've had this one for about 5 years. I don't know, my hair, just a little section randomly dreaded itself. And yeah, I just let it go. We used to call it the pipe.
The pipe.
Because when it was shorter, it looked like a pipe, so.
That one was fun, I remember you starting that one. Okay. How many dreads do you have currently? Is that the same number you started with? We were just trying to count yours. You have a lot more than me.
Yeah, I have no idea how many I started with, but currently I have 41.
41? And I've got 21. So you can see the difference. You have a lot more hair than me. You always had like a ton of hair.
Yeah, even just young.
Yeah.
It's just everywhere.
Shampoo. I know we both use Dr. Bronner's.
Yeah, Dr. Bronner's Tea Tree.
Yeah.
It's the best one.
Tea Tree is definitely, I think it just cleans the best.
And the smell isn't like overpowering like the peppermint one.
Peppermint, we were saying, was pretty strong.
Yeah, even diluting it.
Yeah, a little overpowered. How often do you wash yours?
About 2 to 3 times a week.
Yeah, I'd say I'm about 3 times. It depends if you're exercising, maybe you go a little more. If you're lazy, maybe twice a week, once a week. But probably around 3. Do you do any regular maintenance? No, we do not.
Not at all.
I remember, like, at the very start, you kind of palm roll.
Yeah, because you watch videos, you know, they tell you gotta have
a palm roll or they're going to be funky. Neither of us have used a crochet hook.
Yeah, no.
You never blunted yours, and they've pretty much stayed unblunted except for that cool one in the back.
Yeah.
Mine have, some have blunted themselves, others are kind of like curly cues. These ones are kind of funny because I don't know what they were doing. But yeah, neither of us use crochet hooks or regular maintenance, anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, we did it probably for like a month. But then we realized...
And then you just like, you know, we'll let them do their thing. Favorite beads or other things to put in your hair?
I don't really put put any beads except for, the ones you made me.
Yeah, we had some for a while we made, but they just fall out, and you have to take them out if you're going to wash. It's kind of a pain.
I kind of just like how they look, too. I don't think they need decorations.
Yeah, definitely. They're all kind of cool looking themselves, so... if your dreads had a personal motto, what would it be?
I don't know, I guess just free.
Yeah, I would definitely say, like, go with the flow. We've kind of let them do their thing, like we were saying, no maintenance. Yeah, I'd say something along the lines of living free.
Yeah.
If you could start a new set of dreads, would you do anything differently?
Not really, I'd like to say I would keep up the maintenance, but
it just wouldn't happen. Yeah, I think maybe I would have a few more, maybe on top or the back, I think. But otherwise, I don't think there's a whole lot I would do. I like the way we started the dreads with the back combing, and then just letting them take shape.
Yeah.
Is there anything else unique about your appearance other than dreadlocks, tattoos, piercings, etc.?
I don't got none of those.
Yeah, none of us, we don't have tattoos. Neither of us have ears pierced or anything.
I mean, I think they're cool, but I've never had a desire.
Yeah, we feel the same way. Neither of us really want them.
It could change, but...
Yeah, it could change down the line, we'll see.
Yeah.
But as of now, neither of us have tattoos or piercings. How many people do you know personally? We're trying to come up with some kind of account.
Like at school, I know a ton of people with dreadlocks, so like, I think between us we said like 15. 15
to 20, somewhere around there.
Personally, probably like 15.
Yeah. And it's more common, I feel like, now. I feel like maybe it's just because I have dreadlocks, so I see them more. But I feel like more people are having dreads these days.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is kind of cool. Have any employees turned you down for having dreads? Has anyone wanted you for having dreads?
No employers have ever turned me down,
Yeah, I don't see it being much of a problem.
Especially like going into an interview with your hair tied back,
Yeah, they're kind of crazy when you have them down, but we can put them up or back, and it doesn't seem to be a problem. Especially since we're in college, it's easy to be on campus and do stuff that way.
Yeah, and wanted you, not really. I did get that, a representative from Guayaki.
Guayaki, our friends at Guayaki, what's up?
Yeah, some guy asked me to like apply to be like a representative at my school, but I never really followed through with that. But I thought that was pretty cool.
That's super cool. If you guys don't know what Guayaki is, it's a yerba mate tea. You can get cans, bottles. You have gourds to drink them out of, which is really cool. Look them up if you're interested. They're super cool. Number 16 now. What's the weirdest question about your dreads? The dumbest, funniest, or most common?
The most common.
The most common has to be something like, do you wash them? Is it hard? Like, does it bother you that you don't wash your hair?
Oh my god, that's just like the worst.
And you just have to like roll with it and be like, I do. We use special shampoo and kind of talk them through it, and I think that helps. But that's got to be the most common one for sure.
The most ignorant and like dumbest one is definitely like, oh, I didn't know you were part black or something.
Yeah.
Like, seriously?
Yeah. I've gotten that one. Weirdest question, maybe I had somebody ask me if I made my dreads every day. I think he thought I took them out at night and brushed them back in the morning or something. But I wouldn't do that. That would be way too much of my time.
Definitely.
And it wouldn't be like really the lifestyle that dreads show you. It would be really painful, yeah.
Your scalp would just be like...
Yeah, those of you who have backcombed your hair, it's quite a bit of pain, or it can be. Long process as well. So no, not every day.
Yeah.
Once, and then we kind of let it go. Have you ever had a freak accident or an embarrassing moment involving your dreads?
I can't really think of any off the top of my head.
We're trying to come up with one. I know people who've had a dread fall out before, but we have pretty thick, strong dreads.
Yeah.
One time I was biking to class and I went through a spider web on the way. Didn't think of anything about it, you know, I kind of brushed it off or whatever. And I'm sitting in this big lecture and the guy behind me goes, "Hey, don't move." And he like pulled a spider web out of my dreads with a spider on it. And I was like, shoot, you know, I probably looked like grungy, like this gross kid. I was like, oh no, like I went through a spider web on the way here. And he was like, oh no, it's cool, you know. He was really nice about it. It was nice he took it out during class. That was pretty funny. Let's see. Getting towards the end. Do you have any dreaded role models?
Role models, not really. You know, there's a lot of dreaded icons.
Yeah.
But to say that I want to like be like them and follow their, you know, their storyline. You know?
Yeah, and it's interesting. Like when you don't have dreads and you look at them, you're like, oh, you know, they're this one way, and then you get dreads and they're so different than when you just look at them. Like it really is a lifestyle thing. Like the way you wash them, the way you treat your hair, everything. It's just so different.
And like depending on the method you use, they just look so different.
They just look so different. Twist and rip, natural, neglect, backcombing like we did, crochet hook. People get like super neat dreads. But yeah, I wouldn't say there's anybody I really looked up to, but yeah. I loved watching YouTubers with dreads. And that's our next question. What dreaded YouTubers could you see yourself hanging out with in real life? Ryan O'Reilly doesn't have dreads anymore. He was somebody I watched a lot before I got dreads, and he seems like a really nice guy. Colin's dreads, another YouTuber, cool dreads. His are like super like thin and like super crocheted, or they were when, you know, like he first started them. And Lazy Dreads. I'm sure you've seen Lazy Dreads. Yeah. He seems like a really cool guy. His videos are so helpful.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the Dreadlock questions. If you're watching this and you have dreads, make a tag video. This is the first one we've done.
Yeah.
Probably won't do one, at least not for a long time, because then we'll have some change to tell you about. But yes, make a video if you want to, post it so we can watch it and other people can see kind of the method of dreads, you know, so much between them. I think that's about it. Yeah. I'm Tanner.
I'm Ralph.
And we'll see you next time.